So if you're trying to add text behind a moving object, then you landed on the right video because I'm going to share with you step by step exactly how to get it done. Let's get into the content. All right, so the editing software we're going to be using to do this is called Descript. So Descript is an AI video editor that can take care of any type of projects that you need done when it comes to video editing. And you want to pay close attention to as I go through each and every single step so you don't miss anything. All right, so let's go ahead and get into it. All right, so first thing we want to do is we want to go right over here to where it says new project, and we want to go ahead and click on that. Now, once this screen right here pops up, what you want to do is you want to come right here to where it says choose a file to transcribe, and you want to upload your video into this particular software. Now, what I'm going to do for sake of this video is I'm going to use some B-roll footage, and I'm going to go through each and every step that you would need to see, and then we're going to kind of progress from there, but this is what you would do with your file, all right? All right, so I'm going to go up here to where it say media. I'm going to click on this. I'm going to then come right here to where it say videos, and then as you can see, we got a whole bunch of stock footage. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna look for like a beach scene. I'm gonna say sprinting on beach, and then I'm gonna look for this particular scene that I found that I thought would go well with this particular tutorial. Okay, so I'm gonna click right here on the woman. She's running on the beach. So from here, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bring this timeline up just like this, and as you can see, it gives you the timeline, and then if I had any like words here, it would give me the text here. All right, so from here, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show all layers. That way, once I actually get to the next step in the process, you're gonna be able to see all of this stuff. All right, so now from here, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go up here to where it says T, and that stands for text. I'm gonna click on that. I'm gonna then click on title, and then now I recommend you go ahead and set whatever you want this text to say right from the jump. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and put freedom, and then I'm gonna go ahead and change the font to something I use a lot, which is called the bold font, which is right here. Click on that, and then I'm gonna bring myself back to this spot. All right, now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna close this out, and then I'm gonna adjust this right here so it can kind of stretch out a little bit. So I'm gonna go like this, and then as you can see, this kind of look a little bland, right? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go down here, and then right here where it says shadow, I'm gonna go ahead and click this on, and then as you can see, it looks a whole lot better, right? It makes it stand out. So next, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to the opacity up here, and then I'm gonna bring this opacity to like about 85. As you can see, it look a little bit more see-through at this point. This is not necessarily something that you have to do. I'm just trying to make the text stand out a little bit more. Okay, so from here, the next step is I need to click on the main clip, which is the woman who's running on the beach. So I'm gonna click on this, and then I'm gonna go ahead and right click, and I'm gonna click right here to where it say duplicate. And then now you can see we got two clips and you don't see the text anymore, but we're gonna fix that here in a minute. Now, the next step, you can see down here, we got this clip, and then we got the duplicate, and then we got the text. So it creates like a sandwich down there in the timeline. Now from here, I'm gonna click on this one because this is the duplicate. And then from here, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna scroll down, and you can see right here, it says green screen. So I'm gonna go ahead and click on this little green screen on button, and then what it's going to do is it's going to apply the green screen to that particular clip, the duplicated one. Okay, and we're going to give it a few minutes to kind of do its thing, and then we're going to continue. Okay, so as you can see, it's done. So now it looks like it's two of her running, right? Which it technically is, but watch what happens when I match these two up. So now it looks like it's one of her, but you can notice that the text is actually behind her now. Now let's say, for instance, you don't want this text to just sit there. Let's say you want to do like some animation to this text. So what I would do in this case is I would come down here to this timeline, I would click on it, and then that gives me the ability to change settings with it. But over here, I'm gonna go over here, and I'm gonna go right here to where it say animation, and then I'm gonna click on this plus, and then I'm gonna click on custom. You see these two things that just appeared when I did that? You can see one, and you can see this one right here. Those are called keyframes. Those allow me to control where the text moves. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna click on this first one, and then I'm gonna move the text like over here to the left or whatever it is. And then I'm gonna leave it to right about where we can at least still see the M. And then I'm gonna click on this second one, and then we're gonna go ahead and click exit animation. Go ahead and click on this. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bring this back to the beginning, and I'm gonna just play it so you can see how it looks. As you can see, she's running. And then it gets to the middle, and then obviously you can extend it longer or extend that clip longer to, do what you need to do. But that's how simple it is for you to go ahead and, move text behind a moving object. Now, if you feel like you're done, what you would want to do is you would come up here, click on File, then go to composition, then go to export, and then over here gives you a bunch of different choices of what you could turn this particular video clip into. But we're gonna leave it on video, and then we're gonna adjust the resolution, set it to whatever you want to, and then you wanna make sure the quality is obviously high, so you would set it to that. And then the next step would be to go ahead and go right here to where it say export. Once this pops up, or if you're using PC and the Windows Explorer pops up, and all you want to do is just change the name of this and save it to whatever you want, and then go ahead and hit OK, and you're going to be good to go.